Hi everybody, welcome to today's episode of Tommy Maroon Sports Show. Holy cow, we're almost 150 episodes through, almost 3 years through this show. That, my friends, is pretty hard to believe. First things first, let's take a look at the Cleveland Guardians, because why not? Jose Ramirez with a .281 average, 8 home runs, 33 RBIs. There he is on your screen right there. He is so good at baseball. So is Josh Naylor, .347 average, even though he hasn't played that much. 5 home runs and 22 RBIs, of course. 2 of those home runs coming against that big game against the White Sox. Stephen Kwan has a .270 average, 750 OPS, and 15 walks. Tristan McKenzie, .297 ERA, 34 strikeouts, and a .96 WHIP. Shane Bieber, 12 walks, 36 strikeouts, and a .250 average, meaning for every 4 at-bats he has, he'll give up a hit. And then there's Cal Quantrill, 3.93 ERA, 20 Ks, and a 34 average. Time to look at the series recaps. First things first, the Guards played the Twins over the weekend. It was Cleveland that did not come out on top 2-1. Instead, it was the Twins 2-1. Andres Jimenez hit a home run game 1. But the story was that the Twins scored 9 runs in the 5th inning in game 1. Good Lord. And Andres had to go ahead, double in extra innings in this game right here, the second game. That was a great one. Jose hit a home run in game 3, and Byron Buxton also hit a home run in game 3. Of course, Byron Buxton is a very good player. He's got 11 home runs. That is hard to believe. Hard to believe. There's Gio Urshela launching one right to the center fielder for the first out right there. Urshela had himself a good series, hitting some home runs. I know that. And the Guardians against the Reds last night. The Guardians lost to the Reds in extra innings. How do you lose to the Guardians in extra innings? That, my friends, is some super depressing stuff. Very depressing stuff, in my opinion. I can't believe it. Owen Miller hit a game-tying home run in game 1, and Mike Moustakas had the go-ahead bases-loaded walk in game 1. And tonight, we'll be playing them again. So, of course, what do things look like for the Guardians so far? Well, of course, there's Andres Jimenez's long double right there. So tonight, Cal Quantrill's going on the mound for us. And we're going to have Miles Straw, Stephen Kwan, Jose Ramirez, Owen Miller, Ahmed Rosario, Franmil Reyes, Andres Jimenez, Richie Palacios, and Austin Hedges. I know that he gave him a free base after that. Currently, Cleveland is 16-18. Rocco got tossed for that. I forgot about that. Anyways, 16-18, 5-5 in the last 10, 3.5 games out of the Minnesota Twins. And of course, there are 3 wild cards this year. I'm just saying, we're only 2.5 out of the wild card. So, you know what Kevin Garnett once said, anything is possible. We'll get to basketball in a moment, but still, you never know, my friends. You just never know. Is it going to happen? Likely not, but it's still fun to pretend that the Guardians are worth noting and going to be good. Now, time to look at NASCAR, as we just saw Emmanuel Clase get the save there. It was the Advent Health 400, where Kurt Busch won his first race of the campaign, also taking home Stage 2. While his brother Kyle Busch won Stage 1. Kyle ended up in 3rd place, and 5 of the top 6 drivers were Toyota drivers. I think that's worth noting because they have the least amount of drivers out there. At least that's what I believe. And there were no Ford drivers in the top 10. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finished in 8th. Chase Briscoe spun into the grass 6 laps into the race. There's Kyle Busch getting a pit stop. B.J. McLeod spun out on lap 34. Daniel Suarez lost a tire on lap 62. Kevin Harvick spun off on pit road and brought out the caution flag on Stage 2. And Chase Elliott caught a flat tire on lap 196. Quite an eventful race out there at Kansas. A lot of fun to see, and that is what happened. We're going by really fast, aren't we? NBA playoffs, because why not? It's going on. Celtics against the Bucks. The Celtics winning 7 games and end Milwaukee's hopes and dreams of a repeat. There's Jason Tatum during Game 7. He had a great game in Game 6, scoring 46 points. And the game before that, Game 5, Giannis had 40 points and 11 rebounds, and Grant Williams 27 points and 7 threes in Game 7. And then Heat against the 76ers. Heat winning 6, and the 76ers choke again. Doc Rivers chokes again. If not for 2008, I think Doc Rivers is probably the most overrated coach in NBA history. Of course, some folks are calling for him to be fired now. Jimmy Butler, 32 points in Game 6. Grizzlies against the Warriors. Warriors win in 6 and advance to the Western Conference Finals for the 6th time in 8 years. 3 Grizzlies had 21 points each in Game 5. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, 59 points together in Game 6. And then the Suns, Mavericks, Phoenix, Dallas, good Lord, Dallas won. And the Suns played like absolute doggy-do out there. Look at this. 27 points in Game 7. 27. They only scored 27 points in the first half. They only scored 5 points in like the last 10 minutes. That was the most depressing game of basketball in the history of Game 7s. One of the most anticlimactic games, or Game 7s in NBA history. And definitely one of the most embarrassing Game 7s out there. Look at that. 65-27. Luka Doncic, 33 points, 11 rebounds in Game 6. And as mentioned so many times, Phoenix was only able to get 27 points in the first half of Game 7. One of the most sorriest excuses I've ever seen for a basketball team. That was truly and clearly disappointing, in my opinion. Definitely sad to see that. I think I could have played better basketball. And the fact that they got 82 points was mainly because Dallas basically stopped trying. They're like, okay, we're going to play Golden State. Good Lord, 123 to 87. 123 minus 87. Won by 36.
Ended up being
90, excuse me. They won by 33. Thank you, John. 123-30, a 33-point blowout. Good Lord. And then last night was the Heat Celtics. Miami won that one, 118-107. Jimmy Butler, 41 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. Tyler Hero had 18. Jason Tatum, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 10 rebounds. Of course, Marcus Smart and Al Horford were out for the Celtics. And, of course, Kyle Lowry was out for the who do you call them, the Miami Heat. But, yeah, that's what's been going on in the NBA. Tonight, Golden State hosts Dallas at the Chase Center in San Francisco, so that should be fun. I don't know if I'm going to be staying up for that. I doubt I'm going to be staying up for it because we have not that many days left in school. Holy, there's like 1 week to go. 1 week to go here at Highland for me. I'm really going to miss it. And tomorrow, Highland baseball plays Elyria. Will I be able to go there? No, because if my mom didn't allow me to go to Elyria Catholic for the district finals, which I'm still upset about, I know for a fact she sure isn't going to take me to, or she isn't going to let me drive all the way up to Elyria for this game. Meanwhile, we have my poll of the greatest win in Highland history. It is coming down to this. The regional championship over Avon in 2013. Luke Stiles' 5-touchdown game and overtime win over Nordonia. So far, it's mighty close, 53-47. The 5 touchdowns in one game is barely holding an edge over Avon. We are 93 days away from high school football. There it is for you folks. And as you just saw, I'm on Instagram at Tommy Maroon Sports. And subscribe to me at Tommy Maroon Sports Live on YouTube. That is something. So, yeah. Did we really cover everything we needed to cover? Good Lord. 93 days till high school football. 100 days till the, what do you call it? Home opener for the Hornets against North Royalton. That should be a fun one, that's for sure. And folks, I think we're done. So about 10 minutes we got through everything. So till then, I'm Tommy Maroon here. So long, everyone.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.